In this video, we will going to take up one more problem, how to create this particular model by using the Fusion software. So to do that, so first I will go for Fusion screen, click on Sketch, okay, click on the top surface, then you go for the slot, create this dimension slot. So to do that, I will go for Sketch, go to slot, click center to center slot, you just select some point and you take this point and then draw this and keep it here. So once you do that, now we have the dimensions to be given. Take between these two as 56. So you go to dimension, select this point, give the dimension as 56. Then you go to constraint, select midpoint of this line to be at the center of this. Then once you do that, now you give the dimension for this, which is the radius 18. So give dimension, click on this, go to radius 18. Once you do that, everything is constrained. Then in this, I want to create a hole of diameter 16, correct? I will go for a circle, go to circle, click on this and create one dimension. Similarly, one more circle you create and go to equal constraint, select between these two, okay, so that both will have the same dimension. The advantage is if I change the dimension of this, then automatically this will also get changed. So that is the advantage of using constraint. So I will go for dimension. Look here, you just give the dimension 16. So observe here what happens. That will also get changed. Then you just go to constraint, go to concentric, click on this portion and this onto this one, and similarly from this to here. Once you do that, then go to finish sketch. Now you go for extrude. So the extrusion is 8 mm. You just click on extrude, click on this and give the dimension as 8 mm and say new body, yes. Then once you do that, now we will go for the rectangle and create this particular rectangle of 40 by 10. So you take the dimension to be 32 or 22. It is 32. Okay, fine. So I'll go for sketch, click on the top surface of this model and go to rectangle, select some arbitrary point and create the rectangle. Then I want that midpoint to be here and take the dimension as 40 and then give this dimension as 32 and 10 mm thickness. You just go to constraint, go to midpoint, click on this midpoint, or it should be on this. No, it's not possible. So I will go for dimension, select between this dimension, which is 40. I want to give this dimension as 40. Then enter. Now I will go for this dimension, which is 10. Yes. Then once you do that, now you go to dimension between this point and this point. You give this dimension as 20. So all these lines have been constrained. Then go to finish sketch and go to 3D and you take this dimension as 32 and go to extrude. You just go to extrude, click on this and say the dimension as 32. Then click on join. Okay, now once you get this, now I want to go to the top view, that is on this sketch, and create this particular profile. So to do that, I will go for a sketch, click on this top surface of the model. Yes, and now I want to draw this. I will create one circle first. I will go for a sketch, create a circle here of any dimension. Then I will go for project, click on this 3D model and you just click on this and say OK. Then you go for, we need to have this from here to, I want to draw a tangent. So what we will do, I will just go to horizontal or vertical, click between these two. So both will going to be at the same line. Then you just come down to this and give this dimension. What is the dimension of this? From here to here, it is 32. So go to dimension, click on this point and this line and give the dimension as 32. Now once you do that, you go for a line and draw one line of any length. Similarly, from here also, you draw one line of any length at any angle. And what I want is that line should be tangential to this circle. So I will go for this. I will take this dimension as 30. Okay. Once you do that, you have the diameter as 30, correct? Yes. Then you go to constraint and go to tangent. You take this tangent, click on this line and click on this circle. Similarly, click on this line and click on this circle and go to trim. Trim this portion and also this side portion. So all the things have been done as per the requirement. This is totally constrained. Now I will going to go for create this drawing now. So to do that, I will go for finish sketch and go to 3D. Now we are at this point and go to extrude, click on this portion and give the dimension as -10. So you give this distance as -10. Okay. So it will joins to this particular portion. Once you do that, now I will go for circle, go to sketch, click on this top surface. Okay. Now I will create the circle here of any dimension. And then that circle will have a diameter of 30. And then go to dimension, click on this, go to the diameter 30. Then once you do that, you just go to the constraint, click on concentric, click on this circle with reference to this. Now you go for finish sketch and go to 3D. Now from here, actually, I need to take 10 mm to the top. So I will just go for extrude, click on this and give the distance as 10 mm and it will going to be automatically joined. So then I want to create a hole of diameter 20 through and through. You just go to create a hole, click on this surface, okay, and give the diameter as 20, correct? Yes, I will give this dimension as diameter as 20. And then you go to distance is through all. So now we have this point and then come down to the concentric. Okay, you just now you come down to this and say go to concentric, or you just click on this and you drag this and you keep it here. So once you do that, now we have the diameter 20 and through and say OK. So now we can see there is a 3-dimension wherein the hole is created. Now the next part of this thing is I want to create a rib. So to do that, I will go for I want to create the I want to create the plane. Where do you have the do you require have any plane to be created? No, it's at the center. You just click on this particular sketch. Once you do that, now you go for project, type P, and go to bodies and click on this entire body and say okay. Once you do that, now we have this uh, cross section at that particular portion and go to line, click on this endpoint to this endpoint. Now you go to finish sketch and go to 3-dimension. Now you go for create and come down to rib. Rib will be two flat portions actually. You just click on this face. Okay. Once you do that, now the distance is symmetric and give the thickness as 6 mm. Total distance is 6 mm on this side. That is the symmetric. On either side, it will going to be 6. So the total dimension, the total is 6. Correct? Yes. So here, you don't have any flip direction. And then you just click on OK. So here, this dimension is not 6, it is 12. So you just come down to this and make it 12 now. Okay. Once you do that, now we have this dimension. The total dimension that when you go to the top view and you can see here the total distance is 12 and then go to click on OK. Now we have this sketch has been this model has been created. Now we'll go for appearance and click on this blue and say close. Once you do that, you just come down to say here you take this model number as 13. So you just come down to this and type model number 13, model 13. Then click on save. Once you do that, you will go to save this particular model. Then once you save this, then you will go for design. I want to convert this into a drawing now. I will just go to design, click on drawing. And now you come click on from design and you take by default it is A3 only because yeah, you can go for A4. There is no issues here. So you click on A4 and then you can go for the landscape. Yes, landscape. Yes, you can save 297 by 210. You just click on this. Now once you do that, now you will have the part. Here you have taken it as A3, okay, or A4. You just come down to this and make it as 1:1 scale. You click on this front. Now that is not the front what we are looking at. Yes, that is the front what we are looking at. You just click on this and say OK. Now we go for a projected view. Click on this side and you keep it here. Okay. Then you take this point here and keep it here. And you go to 3 dimension and click on enter. Now if you don't want this parameter, the nameplate is to be visual, then you just click on this and go to shaded portion and say close. Now we have this model here. Now I want to give the dimensions for this. So to give the dimensions for this is you just take a dimension, go to linear dimension, you take between endpoint of this to endpoint of this. It is 56. Okay. Click on this 56 here. Once you do that, now we have 12 thickness, which is this 12 thickness that is between these two. You just click on this and you click on this and give this dimension as 12. Then we have radius. So you just go to dimensions, go to radius dimension. You just click on this and take the radius as 18. Now you go to the dimension and click on diameter dimension here. So you just click on this diameter dimension, keep the diameter as 16. Similarly, I want to take the radius of this as 30. So go to radius dimension and you click on this and you give the radius as 15, or you can take it directly as the diameter. Okay, you just come down to dimension, go to diameter dimension, and then you click on this side and give this dimension as 30. Similarly, you can take this dimension as 20. Once you do that, now we have this particular portion which I want to give the dimension, which is 40. So to do that, I'll go for linear dimension, take between these two, take 40. Now I want to give thicknesses for each one. You just, between these two, you take 8 mm. Then after that, you have 32, correct? So that is from here to here, I will have 32, okay? Then after that, you have 40 that is taken. And I will give this dimension between these two. So here I will go for end of this to end of this and give this dimension as 32. So then you have 32 and this thickness is 10. You just take between these two and you give this distance as 10. So once you do that, 32, 10, 10 is over, this 32, diameter 30 and 20, that is also over, and this dimension to be 10. We just take between this dimension and this dimension, which is 10. Okay, so once you do that, now we have all the dimensions have been covered here. Okay, then you take the thickness as 8, that is done. Then this thickness is also 8, that is this distance, or it is 8 or 10, it is 10. Okay, then this height is also 10. This is diameter 30 and 20. So this is how you will be able to create the model. But here, wait. So this dimension is 10, which is the dimension what we are talking about. That is between these two, you have 10. So once you get this point, so we have the dimension from top to surface, top to the bottom surface. So this is how you will be able to create this model by using the Fusion software. Once you do that, I will say go to save and then take this as the drawing file. So once you do that, so this is how we will be able to create the model by using the Fusion software.